Hello there. My name is Maury with my co-host Corey. We are The Real Guys, and this is The Real Show with 2 E's. It's our Christmas Marvel Spectacular. Isn't that right, Corey?
Correct indeed.
Yes. And as always, I'm calling my co-host Corey. How are you doing today, Corey?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Full of Christmas cheer this year, Corey?
Yes.
This is our Christmas episode. Normally you have a Christmas month, but we had a few things to review in the last few weeks, and we're dedicating this episode solely to our Christmas celebration.
December has started.
Indeed.
We've got a couple Christmas-themed episodes before we lead you on into the New Year's.
That's exactly right, Corey, exactly right.
Yes.
This is our review of a holiday special, not the Star Wars holiday special, because that was awful.
Well,
this is a very good holiday special.
Yes, it's coming up to Christmas, and you may think, are we going to treat you to a Christmas classic? Are we going to treat you to a nice festive film? Maybe something, a bit of memory lane, a bit of nice cozy film. No, we're going to treat you to two aliens tracking down Kevin Bacon.
Yes, indeed.
For half an hour.
This is the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special on Disney+.
Correct.
Part of the MCU Marvel Cinematic Universe. We cover a lot of the MCU content. Every time there's a new show out, we always give it a review.
Yep.
And this is no different. This is just a 42-minute long holiday special for the holiday season.
Yeah.
It's about Christmas. It's Christmas time. And as Peter Quill, Star-Lord, he's down in the dumps. It's Christmas. He's like, Yondu never liked Christmas.
No, he didn't.
So it's up to Mantis and Drax the Destroyer to go and save Christmas.
Pretty much.
By bringing Peter Quill, his most amazing someone, they say, a famous hero of Earth, who's done all these amazing things, taught a town to love again by using dance.
Yeah.
Defeated Jason Voorhees. This guy is fantastic. He's Kevin Bacon.
It's Kevin Bacon.
He's going to sell you the cheapest phone on EE.
Yes.
By giving you whatever network he's talking about.
I'm on EE.
Oh,
yeah.
You're protected by the legendary Kevin Bacon.
I am indeed.
The legendary Kevin Bacon protects you, Corey.
I am indeed. Now, before we get into this, we spoke before the show.
Yes, we did.
I have brought some. So I've gone back to the real show of old.
Right.
I have brought in some food, snack-wise. Now, we both already have snacks in front of us, as you can probably see in the video.
Of course.
But I thought, you know what?
We purchased some snacks before this episode.
Yes. It's Christmas. It's getting Christmas time. Let's make the feeling a bit more festive.
Right, okay. What have you got for us?
I've not brought anything new.
For those that are watching on our video version, you can see Chris reaching into a very suspicious green paper bag.
Yes.
But for the listeners who are listening to this podcast or this program, you can hear Corey reaching into this green paper bag.
This is nothing new.
He's already got some Haribo Star Mix down on this table. I have some... by the way, not a sponsor.
No.
Other sweetened confectionery brands / sweetened confectionery items are available. Yes. But they might not be as good.
No. This isn't new.
Okay.
This isn't anything new. Nice festive. Everyone has these at Christmas. I bought us a tub of celebrations.
Oh, lovely. Excellent.
Little tub of celebrations. We can snack on these during the show. Nice and festive and Christmassy.
Excellent. Do you show the camera? Tub of celebrations. Fantastic.
There we go. And
that was a real air hostess move.
Yes,
there.
I know. This is now the point where everyone goes, we've had the same tub of celebrations in like the next 3 episodes.
Yeah. We'll still be eating them. I've also purchased some Mauam pinballs. Other Mauams are available, but these are one of those.
This is now where I suppose myself as trying to struggle to open a packet of celebrations. Yeah. There we go. Got it.
It's open. Thank you.
What's your favourite celebration, by the way?
Oh.
Before we go into Guardians of the Galaxy.
I think it's got to be the Milky Way.
Oh.
What about yourself?
I'm a Bounty fan myself.
Bounty Man.
Yeah. They're getting rid of him in some of the boxes.
Controversial decision.
I will stand by the Bounty. Is the best one out there.
Would you say you are a bounty hunter?
Yes.
Yeah.
Give me the coconut. That's what I want. So so if you're not on a video version, if you hear rustling, we're enjoying some nice celebrations. Enjoy your own celebrations.
Sort of ASMR level chewing and.
Enjoy your own celebrations. Go grab yourself some snacks.
Yeah, go yourself a drink, get yourself a warm drink.
Yep.
Warm drink by the fire.
Yes. Every Saturday, get yourself some snacks, sit down with us, and we'll talk some Christmas films.
I've got a Buxton Water. That's not really a...
I've got Huel, so it's not really festive either.
No, not really.
But yeah, so Guardians of the Galaxy. A little bit of
good special.
It was really good.
I enjoyed it. Yeah, very fun.
Really good. Different takes. No, episode. You got Star Wars Holiday Special 2 years. It was 2 years ago, wasn't it? I think.
Yes, 2 years ago.
Then you had the Halloween special, which was also Star Wars. Both Lego, non-live action. And it's now Guardians of the Galaxy, obviously in live action.
Yeah, live action. Chris Pratt's back.
Yes.
Pom Clementif, Dave the Animal Batista, Big Match Dave Batista's in this. Karen Gillan, who I love. You don't see much of her, but I love. Bradley Cooper back as Rocket Raccoon.
Yes.
I'm about to say Dave Bautista again. Dave Bautista isn't Groot. Vin Diesel is Groot.
Right.
I am Groot.
Yes.
Also starring Sean Gunn, Kraglin,
Yep.
and the one and only Mr. Kevin Bacon.
Yeah. As himself. I didn't know what to expect when going into this.
Okay, I'd seen the trailer for this, so I did know what was going into it. I'm going to reach into the celebration.
Yes.
Now. Blind pick. Ooh, Milky Way. Wow, would you look at that?
Wow.
Amazing.
Great.
I didn't even look going in there. I'm thinking whatever pulls out, I'm going to eat it. Milky Way.
I didn't watch the trailer, and I was like, okay, you know what? It'd be Guardians. It'd be full of like normal like music, a bit of cheese,
a
bit of comedy, and that's pretty much what we got. I initially, because it starts off in animation, because it starts off with a story, and I thought, is this whole thing going to be in animation?
Your 2D animation.
Yeah, it's not in animation. You just get the start bit, and then you get a little bit at the end in animation. The rest of it's live action. But it's just really good fun. It's interesting in some ways.
They brought out, and this is advances from the plot of Guardians of the Galaxy 2. For those people that saw it, spoilers obviously.
It's been ages since I've seen it.
Yeah, me too. It was like, I forgot a major plot point of this. Yeah. I was like, did they reveal that in Guardians of the Galaxy 2? Did they reveal it somewhere else?
Yeah.
We won't go on to it just yet, but they've they bought out Nowhere from the Collector.
Yes.
So they have that whole celestial head, and that's been turned into a space station.
Yep.
And it's nearly Christmas time.
Correct.
That's what Kraglin says. He's checked his whatever he called his geo Earth calendar and see that it's nearly Christmas. And he knows that Yondu hated Christmas.
He does.
Yondu kicks over the Christmas tree. Yep. And he's like, I don't like Christmas.
Because you shouldn't be given things. You should earn them.
Earn them, exactly. It's a tough daddy is Yondu. Then Drax loves the story.
Yeah.
But Mantis feels a bit sympathetic.
Yes.
He's like, well, I wish Peter Quill was in a better mood. I wish we could bring his spirits up for this Christmas time. It's supposed to be a time of giving, a time of joy and cheer.
Yes. And, I mean, like I said, Peter Quill is very upset. Very busy man.
Busy man, very busy. You can't have time to listen to bands in the street singing about... That was a fun number.
It was really fun.
The opening number. About all the misconceptions about Christmas, about how Santa goes around with a
And
flamethrower.
I don't know what.
My favourite line is he throws the sugar plums at your head.
Yeah.
He doesn't leave them dancing in a dream. He just chucks them at you.
I don't know what race they are, but for some reason that alien who's on the guitar has some weird arms. He can spit. He does what we would call the Shane McMahon, but he spins his arm around in a weird way. But it's a nice little musical number there.
That's one of my favourite dance moves, that is.
That's performed, and then obviously they get the whole Christmas thing. Mostly, it starts off fine, and then it goes in a completely wrong direction. Peter Quill walks off in like annoyance, and also I'm busy. I have no time.
Cosmo's in this.
Yes.
Do you recognise Cosmo?
The dog? Yeah.
Yeah, the Russian space dog.
Yes. I knew Cosmo was a thing. I wasn't like, oh, you know, the DiCaprio thing. I wasn't that, but I was like, I know Cosmo. I knew of Cosmo anyway.
Yeah, Cosmo was in the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie in the post-credit sequence with Howard the Duck.
Again, I've not seen that first one since it came out.
Well, you wouldn't notice, but yeah, Cosmo is in there. Cosmo's in the second one somewhere as another cameo appearance. Yes. And this is the first time, she has lines.
Yeah.
So. Love Cosmo. Really happy with Cosmo's got some time.
Yeah. And then this leads off to Mantis and Drax being like, right, okay, let's go to Earth and let's try and find this god, this hero.
The legendary, as they call him, Kevin Bacon.
Exactly.
He's on Earth, but how are they going to find him?
No.
They go down to, I assume it's Los Angeles, Hollywood.
Yeah, because you've got all like the people in like costumes and...
Yeah.
Which didn't cross my mind.
Though they freak out the people because in the Marvel Universe, aliens are a thing.
Yes.
Spaceships are a thing. Yes. People see aliens and spaceships every day.
Yeah.
The Hulk and his cousin are attacked by a spaceship from Sakaar.
Yeah.
And there's no qualms about it. But aliens just exist and people are just scared of them.
This is the thing, right? So they arrive on Earth. people are looking at the spaceship because Drax hasn't put the cloaking device on.
Yeah.
Nice callback to Drax moving slowly, by the way.
Yeah.
And then
he's so imperceptible, you can't see
can't
him.
see him. Because I was like, does Earth not know who the Guardians are then? Because they're all looking at Drax like they don't know who he is. I'm like, surely they would have, but maybe they haven't. I don't know. That's probably just me not looking back and remembering the films. But yeah, they stare at Drax. I'm like, surely we're also like aliens aren't, because I was going to have like Thanos and all those other people. Yeah, they know who they are. They exist.
Chitauri did literally attack New York.
Yeah.
In First Avengers.
Yeah. They go to New York. They go to a bar. They get loads of money because people think it's a costume, and they take loads of pictures. I love the fact that Drax is just stood there, just staring. There's no idea what's going on.
And he beats up the robot.
He does.
Because the robot killed his uncle or something like
that. They go to a bar. They buy loads of drinks, have some fun, try and find out where Kevin Bacon is. No one knows who Kevin Bacon is. By the way, Flula's in this.
Flula's in this. I said out loud, Flula's in this. I think I said that repeatedly.
I saw him and I thought, I couldn't remember his name, but I was like, what the hell is he doing here? I was like, why is he here?
I reckon him because he was in the Suicide Squad. He was in James Gunn's The Suicide Squad.
I know him. I know him from YouTube because he's appeared on a lot of people's YouTube stuff. And had his own channel at one point. I don't know if he still does it or not.
Probably not. He acts now.
Yeah, but I was like, why are you here?
Yeah, he was in the James Gunn's The Suicide Squad. Yeah. James Gunn obviously directed and wrote this, so he brought Flula back as just the bartender. Yeah. Fun little cameo, I think, nothing more than that. I did, for people who know to go, oh, is that Flula?
Yeah.
It is indeed Flula.
And then there's a woman outside.
Well, let's not mention, I like the moment Mantis sinks that one shot. She just spews like like that for like a minute, and then the next few dozen she's fine.
Yeah,
she got over that one taste of alcohol. Like, I can do it now. Whoa! And then they all both get completely drunk and end up on the sidewalk.
Yes, and then there's some woman who comes up to him and is like, "You want to know where Kevin Bacon lives?
Here's a map of the stores.
Yeah,
it's $40, but they spent all their money on booze.
Yes."
So then Mantis just uses their powers and just goes, just give me the map.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then they go, all the houses. By the way, Margot Robbie is... So does that mean that DC exists? Because Kevin Bacon calls himself Batman.
Yeah. I don't know.
Superman is mentioned in the Spider-Man universe.
Yeah.
So do we know that DC exists? John Cena's house is listed in...
Yeah.
So in the LA in the star map. So that means that John Cena exists. That means that Peacemaker exists.
Yeah.
That means that James Gunn, the director of this holiday special and of Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2, exist.
Yes. I guess so. It's weird.
Okay. That means that Sean Gunn, the person that plays, that's his brother.
Yeah.
James Gunn's brother is Sean Gunn. The guys that play Kraglin and also does the mocap for Rocket exists.
Yes. We said...
So does it on Earth? Is there a man called Sean Gunn who doesn't look like Kraglin? Or does he look like Kraglin?
We said this in Miss Marvel.
Or does Sean Gunn just not exist in the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
We said this with Miss Marvel because Disney exists. And we were like, so Star Wars exists, but does Disney's own Marvel, who are here and exist?
I think She-Hulk doesn't mean that Marvel does exist in Marvel.
Yeah. I don't know how it works. James Gunn won't know how it works. I don't know how it works.
It's ran by a robot called Kevin.
Yeah.
Who...
But they find Kevin Bacon. They ring his ring doorbell.
Yeah.
So we can see them outside.
And he doesn't immediately first freak out.
No, he didn't. Not phase one bit.
No. I thought, okay, cool. Kevin Bacon knows there is aliens in the Marvel universe. Nice.
He's just like, oh, I don't know where he is. I can't help you. Turns it off. And that's it. And then, but like,
he's in his milk and his sandwich and watch Santa and the Martians, I believe that's what it is.
And they're like, okay, right, we need to get into his house. So Drax just lobs Mantis over the gate.
She wasn't ready. She wasn't ready for the jump. Then Drax jumps over.
Yes.
And he takes his little strange man.
Just a little man.
He's the elf. And he goes, little strange man.
Yeah.
And he picks him up and carries him. And then Mantis gets a candy cane.
Yeah.
And Drax thinks that the candy cane is a man.
Yeah.
They bust into Kevin Bacon's home.
Yes.
Well, a lovely house.
It's a great house.
Probably not Kevin Bacon's actual home.
I would hope not.
I imagine his actual home is probably much nicer than that. But again, lovely home. Busted through the wall like a Kool-Aid man.
Yeah.
Drax is like, you must come with us. Legendary hero Kevin Bacon. And then the hero Kevin Bacon runs away.
Yeah.
So they have to chase him. But from his point of view, yes, this is absolutely terrifying.
Yeah.
This huge hulking man. If a man like Dave Bautista's chasing you, run.
Well, not just chasing you, jumping about as fast as you can run.
Exactly. And Mantis looks like just a crazed.
Yeah, she keeps crawling and jumping off the walls.
Crawling up the walls at him like towards him, and he's like, oh.
Such a weird. I mean, yeah, Kevin Bacon's completely justified. Calls the police.
But then the police arrive to help him, but they don't help.
No, we don't.
They just shoot at Drax, and Drax like, these bullets are ticklish. He just completely absorbs the bullets.
Yeah.
Then he's flipping cars.
Yeah.
But Mantis is like, you can't just kill people, Drax. That's not okay. He goes over to the cops who are stuck in the top of the car and go, does this look like a man to you? Passes them the candy canes he's picked up from Kevin Bacon's house and goes, does this look like a man to you? And they go, no. They go, yeah, my friend's being really silly about it. I'm sorry. And she just leaves them in the car. Yeah. They're going to pass out and die. She's killed them. Didn't think to get them out of the car. I thought, when she's walking up to that, she's going to get them out of the car. That's fine. No. Leaves them in there. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, we get Kevin Bacon. Mantis manipulates Kevin Bacon. He's all excited. He's like, where are we going? What are we doing? And they eventually get him on a ship and they find out he is not a hero, Kevin Bacon. He is an actor.
Actors are repulsive.
Yes, he is an actor. He isn't a hero. He plays a hero. And they have a massive argument in the ship to where they're like, you're not. And then Kevin Bacon tries to essentially persuade them that he is. He's like, no, I'm Batman.
Yeah.
I forgot what else he says, or the other roles he's been in.
He says he's a World War I veteran.
Yes.
And he puts on an accent and he goes, just do your regular accent.
Yeah, he tries to be British.
Yeah. And then Mantis says, just put on your actual voice.
Yeah. Eventually.
I like that the Guardians hate actors. That's just the one thing I thought was really quirky but funny. That's a perfect James Gunnism.
Yeah.
Then especially because all the Guardians are played by really good actors.
Yeah. It all ends up, we're back on the planet, and Star-Lord is like sat down, looking depressed. And all of a sudden, this like Christmas song just starts
luring him in.
Yeah. And so he goes, what's it? And he goes and investigates, and then like all of a sudden, I think it's Mantis first, flicks on the lights, pow, all these Christmas lights come up.
Yeah. And then gets a signal for all of her friends.
Yeah, because Drax, because Drax is next, and what's he do?
He's got the big tree, hasn't he? No, wait, no, Kragnon's got the tree, sorry.
Yeah.
Nebula has the snow machine.
What does Drax do?
I think Drax does have to do the lights. Mantis does the pointing.
Oh, maybe. Because lights come on. Nebula's got the snow machine. Rocket's got the lights.
Yep.
More lights come on.
Rocket's got the spotlight. He turns the spotlight towards this big box that Groot's wheeling out.
Yeah, so Star-Lord is stood. Everyone's surrounding him.
Yeah, all the people arrive
and
nowhere.
He's very surprised, and then all of a sudden...
They're all wearing Christmas hats.
Groot wheels in this box.
Yeah.
Places it down, and the box starts moving. It's just Kevin Bacon. Like, I'm going to pass out in a minute.
Guys, I'm stuck in here. You put me in this box.
Yeah.
Then he opens the box, and it's Kevin Bacon.
It's Kevin Bacon, who's very happy.
Embarrassed. All his weird alien friends embarrassed Kevin Bacon. But Kevin Bacon's like, hey, Pete, I've heard a lot about you, because he's clearly been brainwashed by Mantis's abilities. He goes, I've heard a lot about you, Pete. You seem like a great guy. Then Peter's like, what have you done to him? You've flummoxed his mind. He's completely out of it. You need to turn him back. Okay. Mantis turns him back, and then he just immediately runs, giving me my best line of the special, which is when Nebula's in after him and goes, you can't outrun me, Bacon. And I wanted that as the sequence of Nebula chasing after, just more characters chasing after a bewildered, frightened, running away Kevin Bacon.
Yeah. Now at this point, Kevin Bacon's going home. He's back on the ship. Can get phone signal. And they mentioned that. They've got satellites at front.
They've got satellite dishes, they get you range to Earth, that's good.
Because Kevin Bacon can still get a phone signal. That is fantastic.
EE! If that isn't any advertisement for the range of EE, you can literally be in a spaceship thousands and thousands of light years away and still get signal to your family in New York City.
That's quick as well.
Instant. Instant. Someone would say instant. It was amazing. You know what? EE.
Yeah.
Now, other phone services are available, but they're obviously not as good. Not as good as EE.
Yeah, and now in this conversation, Kevin Bacon is...
They can literally pilot a plane from someone's house. Kevin Bacon shaved a man on top of a mountain.
Yeah, he did.
EE is It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Not a sponsor.
No. So Kevin Bacon is not persuaded. He is. He hears the story of Star-Lord and Peter Quill.
Yeah.
And so he decides. He tells his wife, I think, like, "Oh, I'm gonna be back later. Some people need to learn about Christmas."
Yeah.
And then he cuts to him playing guitar with the band, singing a song, and it's like
About Christmas.
Yeah, it's like you've come round to this really quickly. There's a giant tree who wheeled you in, and like this robot woman and a big alien man and a raccoon who Rocket does not like being called.
Yeah.
And you've like 10 minutes later gone, I'm going to play some Christmas music now.
You were kidnapped by these people.
You were.
He's come round. You know what? Kevin Bacon, he's just a trusting man. I
He
think
is.
he's a very trusting gentleman in life.
Very trusting man. And so he sings some Christmas songs, and he's back. He's cheering. And he's like, "Oh,
He's giving presents.
He is.
I like the moment where they've all got statues of like events that happened, and Kraglin has a statue of Kraglin holding a statue of Kraglin holding a statue of Kraglin holding a statue, and he goes all the way down, and he's doing the same pose that the statue is doing.
But yeah, he's they're bringing Christmas cheer,
Christmas cheer to the Guardians,
and it's all
At
great.
the end, it's Mantis talking to Star-Lord. And Star-Lord says, "Well, you've done a great job at bringing Christmas to nowhere, Mantis, even if it is by kidnapping a major Hollywood star." Mantis goes, "Well, you know, I did it all for the spirit. I did it all for the spirit of Christmas, Peter."
Yeah.
I don't know why I said Peter like I was Lois from Family Guy there.
Peter.
Peter. Peter.
But yeah, the spirit of Christmas, and then
Mantis reveals
Yeah,
something
so
that I'd forgotten.
well, during this, so before they go to Earth, Drax and Mantis are having a conversation, and she's like, "Oh, that secret that only you know about." And Drax is like, "What?
You know the berries?
You know the crag notes or whatever it is." Which I forgot what happened, because at one point they go, "Oh, we need to get Peter a gift," and Drax goes, "We could have eaten the crag notes. We haven't eaten all of them."
No.
Mantis then discloses that Ego is also her dad, therefore making her and Peter Quill related.
Siblings, yeah.
Yes. And she hasn't told Peter Quill this. And so at the end, she decides to open up and say, "Oh, I want to do this because, you know, you've been going through a hard time." And she eventually reveals that Ego is her father. Again, Peter Quill takes that very quickly.
And very well.
But he's got a sister now.
It was a moment of like, what's his reaction going to be?
Yeah.
Chris Pratt acted like he was kind of phoning it in for this, but that was the one thing. I seemed like Chris Pratt was almost playing up his seasonal depression.
Yeah.
Well, it was believable to me.
Yeah.
They didn't want to be in this.
Yeah.
I was like, come on, Peter, have a smile.
But he takes it very well and says it's the best Christmas gift he could ever get, which I guess makes sense because he's lost Gamora. At least now he has someone again.
And Yondu.
Yeah. So now he's got someone again who he can hang on to until...
Then we see that Yondu actually loves Christmas.
He loves Christmas.
Because Mantis like, "Oh, if only I could have helped you with Yondu." He's like, "Hey, Kraglin didn't tell you the full story."
Yeah.
That Yondu gave Quinn his signature blaster pistols as a Christmas gift.
Yeah, because why not? Give that, like, looks like 12-year-old or whatever, 15. I don't know how old he was in that animation, but young. Give a young kid some blasters, why not?
Yeah, some actual guns, you know.
Because Yondu got, I don't know, it's like a weird little, like, green...
Yeah, which I think is in the first Guardians film. It's in the first Guardians film in Yondu's ship.
Yeah,
so.
it's like a little alien mascot thing.
It's like a little troll doll you hang on your thing.
What anyone else got, I got no idea.
Apart from those, like, statues, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, they got... Rocket got Bucky's arm.
Yes, Rocket got
Bucky's
Bucky's arm.
in Avengers Infinity War.
Yes, because Nebula gives that. Kraglin gets a dead mouse, or whatever it is.
Yeah, dead mouse from Cosmo.
Yeah.
Cosmo goes and finds a dead mouse.
Drax gets his little man back, because he left it in Kevin Bacon's
He's a little
house.
strange man, yeah.
What does everyone else get? Because everyone gets, I think... Mantis get anything? I can't remember, actually. I like how they very quickly planned out this Secret Santa thing as well.
Yeah.
Like, did Nebula just have Bucky's arm and just went, "Oh, you know what? I don't need this anymore"?
I don't think she did have it.
Probably.
She just has an extra lying around.
Yeah.
But obviously she needs a robot arm.
Yeah, she does.
Like all the models.
Yeah. And then it just ends with a nice...
And a nice Christmas sort of pan out.
Yeah. And maybe
the end credit scene is turning Groot into a Christmas tree.
Yes.
Which was fun.
Kevin Bacon does say we'll see you next Easter. Maybe we'll get an Easter special. Probably not.
Easter special. Who knows?
It didn't cross my mind that Groot is a tree, and that until I saw it and I thought, oh, we're turning Groot into a Christmas tree. That's great. Yeah. Didn't cross my mind, but we didn't do that at the start. And then Rocket goes, oh, we're going to have to do another special now. Probably won't get one. Might do.
Well, Guardians 3. Have you seen the trailer for Guardians 3?
No.
Okay. Well, we won't talk very much about that then. But the Guardians, I'll give you the summary. It's going to go into Rocket's backstory.
Yep. Which we saw a little bit in the first one, I think.
Yeah, because Rocket in this isn't actually an alien who just is a raccoon.
Yeah.
Because there's a raccoon alien species and Rocket's just an alien who's just a raccoon. This is like some kind of modified animal, some kind of earth animal that's also been
in the first
mutated.
One, yeah, because I think in the first one it's like he was mutated to become what he is.
Yeah.
And then he had like a partner, kind of.
I think so.
And then I forgot if she died or not. I can't remember. Or if they just got separated. I can't remember.
Well, it's going to go into Rocket's origins. That's what the third one was about.
Yes. Obviously, as well, with the third one, this is according to Batista, his last performance as Drax. Doesn't want to do it anymore. So whether or not Drax will just go away, which might be the case.
They're going to kill him off. That's what I think. They're probably going to get rid of him.
See, I'm thinking that, but I'm thinking they might leave it open for like one-offs if Batista wants to come back for like a 10-minute whatever.
Like an Avengers film.
Yeah. But if he goes away, I also think that means Mantis will go away, maybe, because I don't know if I'll separate them now. I also like to think that if Mantis and Drax get married, whether or not that's a thing for aliens, that therefore means Drax and Peter Quill are also related.
Yeah.
Which may or may not happen. But that's for the Christmas special.
The holiday special.
Pretty
what
decent.
Would you give it out of 10 reels?
I thought it was...
about real rating?
I have. I thought it was decent. Now, I can't remember what I gave the Star Wars holiday special.
Not very high. We're not comparing against the Star Wars holiday special,
No.
It's chalk and cheese.
I quite liked this. I thought it was pretty good, nice and cozy, nice and funny. Is it like... It's only half an hour as well. It's just short.
It's 40 minutes.
It's only half an hour, exactly. It's a short film. Or one episode of it.
Yeah, one episode of something, yeah.
I'm going to give it a... I'm torn between a 7.5 or an 8.
I'm going to give it a 7.
Ooh.
I'll drop it. I'll give it a 7. It was a good special, did exactly what it needed to.
Yep.
Filled in the gap between Guardians 2 and Guardians 3.
Yep.
Happy to see the Guardians again in live action.
True.
So
yeah.
I feel like this did exactly what it needed to be. Would it being longer, would that have made it worse or better? I don't know. I'm sure there was a lot of comic references in there. I've not really had the time because I did watch it yesterday. Yeah. Apart from the Cosmo and the obvious ones, I've not seen many of articles about references. I'll look them up maybe later. Apart from the aliens in the band, the front man and the drummer are the same species as the guy who owned like the antique shop in the first one.
Okay.
Do you remember him? And he was played by the guy who was in Andor, the old guy that dies, who laugh.
Yeah. That's
the same guy that plays the antique dealer in the first Guardians.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, I'm not clued up on references or comics or whatever.
Okay.
But the special was all right. I'll give it 7.5.
Okay.
It was good. It was all right. It was good. It was pretty good. But
I'd also like just to bring this up while we're on the topic of Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yep. Before we move on,
what do you feel about the claim that Marvel are going to be moving on to quality and not quantity? Have you heard that?
I haven't. I would say so. Obviously, recently we've had.
Sorry, listeners/viewer. We shan't make this debate too long. I just want to get Corey's thoughts on this.
So, in the past year, we've pretty much had like 6 or 7 or whatever different TV shows, which, for the most part, have been pretty good. WandaVision was fine. Loki was all right. Moon Knight was great. Hawkeye was all right. Miss Marvel was pretty good.
Falcon and Winter Soldier
was really. I like that one.
Loki was passable. Loki was good.
So I don't think bad, and I haven't seen much of the mainline films. Black Widow wasn't great.
Okay.
Shang-Chi was fantastic.
What do you mean mainline films?
As in the actual like
Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3?
No, the current phase films.
Oh.
The ones that are coming out now.
Right, okay.
But Shang-Chi was great. Black Widow wasn't great. I've not really seen any since.
Doctor Strange 2?
Not seen it. I don't mind it if that is the case. I think cut down a number of TV shows because there's so many of them that are coming out currently. But that's also kind of Disney's thing.
Yes.
Because it does it with Star Wars and everything.
Hello, Star Wars. How you doing?
Yeah. But obviously, we're moving into a whole new thing now with Kang and the multiverse and all this other stuff. And they're bringing in like X-Men and Fantastic Four and all these people. So
Deadpool 3 is going to be in the MCU.
Exactly.
Spoilers that Hugh Jackman's back as Wolverine.
Correct.
They're getting the Fantastic Four in it as well.
Yep.
So people are saying like maybe Chris Evans could do Human Torch again. Things like that.
I feel like the films need to. It's a new thing. It's a new kind of villain and a new story.
Phase 5 and 6 have already been mapped out.
Yeah. So I think at this point you do need to focus a bit on. Now that Thanos is gone, and that's what everyone wanted to know where it went. That's happened now. You now need to get people interested in Kang.
We've still got shows coming up. We've still got Secret Wars with Nick Fury and Talos. That's happening.
Yep. It's just trying to keep people interested in this new kind of story and this new arc.
Burnout. That's the issue.
That's what I mean.
We don't have Marvel fatigue.
Yeah.
Because there's so much Marvel's coming out, and it's in the news all the time.
Yep.
There's a new film, new month, new Marvel film.
Yeah.
Okay. How do we freshen it up?
Yeah.
That's why industries that run for so long have to always constantly change through eras, change through perspectives, change through themes and genres and all that. It has to. Without change, there is nothing to go off.
No, but we'll see what happens. We'll keep up to date with it on all the shows that come out and all the stuff that goes on, and we might cover because we covered Black Widow.
Yeah.
Because we both saw that. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
I did end up seeing Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
I like Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi's really good.
I did really enjoy Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi's really good.
It was a very good Marvel film.
Very good.
I enjoyed that, yes.
Linked
into She-Hulk as well, so I didn't mention She-Hulk when we're talking about the shows.
True.
Most recent one.
Yeah, I forgot about
Daredevil Born Again as well is coming out.
That's coming out. See, I don't mind
that. Did you see that quote? Charlie Cox said a quote saying that Daredevil, in the tone of Daredevil Born Again, he's a character that would fit in Deadpool.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, oh, that means they're going to make him funny. They're going to make it a comedy. Oh, that's not Deadpool. That's not my Daredevil. When what he really meant was the graphic, the violence, the sort of the intenseness of the combat. That's what he's talking about there, because that's what Deadpool does. He's not talking about. We're not going to have Charlie Cox as Deadpool. Charlie Cox as Daredevil. I'd love to see Charlie Cox play Deadpool. Charlie Cox as Daredevil, not turning to the camera and winking and saying, "Where's the X-Men, Kevin?" Da da da. We're not going to be able. We're not going to be seeing that.
Yeah, I don't know. As long as the stuff's good, and
people really disliked She-Hulk. Did you see that?
I've seen feedback from it. She-Hulk was alright. I don't know. It's all right.
Do you understand the criticism?
Yeah.
Apart from the fact that people seem to be hanging on that weird twerking scene with Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
Well, it was just a stupid end credit scene. There's not much thought into it. Literally, people are going to go, well, Groot obviously isn't a Christmas tree, so why are you dressing him up like that? Groot obviously isn't a Christmas tree, guys. He's not a Christmas tree. Why do they think he's a Christmas tree?
I like how you're...
That's literally, that is the same logic, though.
Yeah, no,
that's the same logic.
I like how you're like what's the word? Your the annoyed audience voice is like weird, like Northern man. Groot's not a Christmas tree.
Groot isn't a Christmas tree. Groot's not a Christmas tree, guys. That's Australian now, kind of.
Yeah. We don't actually know.
Annoyed audience voice is a Northern man.
Actually know what Groot. He could be a Northern spruce.
He could be.
It could be. I don't know. It could be.
But that's the same logic, though.
Yeah.
To that Megan Thee Stallion scene, as doing it. You apply that to anything.
Yeah.
You apply it to any of the stupid men credits. They're eating shawarma. Why are they eating shawarma? You can't eat shawarma in New York City. Why are they eating shawarma? You can't do that.
In fact, do you know what I want to see again? Speaking of end credit scenes, Ant-Man 1. Do you remember how the end credit scene ended?
Remind me.
The first one, because I think the second one was him getting sucked up into the thing.
The second one was the quantum realm, yeah.
The first one, it was just a giant ant playing the drums. Where's the ant gone?
Giant ants can't play the drums. Why are you giant ant playing the drum? He can't play drum. He can't do that. He can't play the cymbals. He can't play the drums. He can't hold drumsticks. You can't. Giant ants can't play the drums. Exactly.
Yeah. I don't know.
See?
Yeah.
It's for comedy. It's for comedy's sake. She-Hulk twerking with Megan Thee Stallion is no different to a giant ant playing the drums. Put that on a t-shirt.
Other thing you have to take into consideration is sometimes you have to have people who are big names to get people's attention.
Giant ant's a big name.
Oh, definitely.
Literally.
Yeah. Giant ant, everyone popped when they saw Giant Ant at the cinema.
Yeah.
So you're going to get people like Megan Thee Stallion who are like a massive name in music.
Kevin Bacon's in this.
Yeah.
Kevin Bacon is in this.
Yeah. Like you're going to get them because it's going to go on social media. Everyone was like, "Oh, why is she in? What is she doing in
What's
this?
Kevin Bacon doing in this show with weird raccoon? This green man, this big green man.
Not a raccoon. He will
attack me for saying.
He will attack you for that. He will go straight for the jugular.
But is Dave Bautista green? He's not green. He's more of a grey, really.
Yeah.
Grey and red.
Yeah.
No, Drax in the comics is green and red, but
yes. Good old Drax.
Do you like good old Dave? You know what? I'm a big fan of Dave.
So am I.
Big fan of Dave.
So am I. He
needs to do more action roles. He's becoming he's in flipping Knives Out, isn't he now?
Yes, and hopefully Netflix, looking at you Netflix, I'm staring at you right now. If you don't cast him for Marcus Phoenix in the Gears of War thing, then you are.
Oh God, does he want that?
He wants it.
Does he? He wants. Yeah. Wow.
Well,
Goodness, get him.
He put a tweet out because he was in Gears of War 5.
Right.
As a skin for Marcus Phoenix. He was Marcus Phoenix on Gears of War 5. You could play as Batista. Yeah. And he put, when Netflix announced it, he put a thing up saying, "Let's go." And it's a video of him like wearing the Gears of War armor from when he was in the game. You gotta get Dave Bautista, man.
He can do it.
Everyone wants him as Marcus Phoenix.
He's broken out.
Give us Dave Bautista as Marcus Phoenix. If you don't do that, Netflix, you need a new casting director.
I'm starting a petition right now.
Because I'm going to watch that, because I love Gears of War, so give me Dave Bautista. Give me Dave Bautista in massive marine armor.
You know what to say? Right. Give me what I want. Give me what I want.
Exactly. God's sake. Have you seen the Spice Girls version of that?
No.
It's great.
What, they got Dave Bautista's Give Me What I Want?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I see it.
But no, give us that now. Anyway, speaking of, we'll probably talk about Bautista later on.
Yeah.
There'll be more Bautista to come.
More Bautista to come.
Exactly.
Put that on a t-shirt.
Yes.
My weekly rec.
Yes, it's your turn. What have you got for us?
It's Guardians themed.
Good.
Not Christmas themed, but Guardians themed.
Okay.
Are you familiar with the game franchise, the video game legacy that has become of the Telltale series?
I'm assuming you're on about like The Walking Dead.
Yes.
And what's the Wolf Among Us?
Wolf Among Us, yeah.
Batman.
Did one for Batman, that's right. Did one for everything.
Yeah.
There is a Telltale Guardians of the Galaxy series.
Oh. See, I think have
you heard of it?
I've heard of it because there was a guy that I watch who, whenever a Telltale game would come out, he would play it. So Walking Dead, Wolf Among Us.
Yeah.
Batman. I think I saw him play Guardians, and I think I just stopped watching it. Not because it was bad, just because I just stopped watching it. I think, but
well, it's one of the lesser-known titles that they've done.
Yeah.
Even though I'd love a Telltale Star Wars game, but I don't think they've done that yet. They've done a Telltale Game of Thrones as well. Have you seen that?
I've seen bits of it.
Yeah, there's a Telltale Game of Thrones as well. I'd love a Telltale Star Wars game. But anyway, the Telltale Guardians of the Galaxy game is the story of the Guardians against Thanos.
Yep.
Nebula's in it.
Nice.
You get all the action with Rocket and Groot and Drax. They all look like their movie personas, you know. Even though it takes a different story, because Telltale games are often a new canon.
Yeah.
But even though the Game of Thrones one was very weird, where they kind of interwove it with the actual show.
Oh, okay.
And the Batman one was a new canon universe as well. And
because everyone started off of like, it was Harvey Dent on his own.
Harvey Dent on his own, yeah. And the Joker wasn't Joker. But strangely enough, Harley Quinn was Harley Quinn, so I don't know how that happened. It was like a reverse origin, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah.
And like Bane was still Bane.
Yeah.
But anyway, the whole they often create a new canon for it.
Yes.
The same thing they did with like Walking Dead and things like that.
Which was just a guy who was surviving and then meets a little girl.
Exactly. Yeah.
Survived for like 5 seasons or whatever.
Yeah. It's and they did a Jurassic Park one as well. They did a Jurassic Park one. Have you seen that one?
Oh, do they?
Telltale Jurassic Park. Yeah.
Did not know that.
It was like a side story. It was like the actual film was happening. The film Jurassic Park was happening, and then on the other side there were these two people who were trying to also get off the island. as well.
So you didn't play as a T-Rex?
No, you don't play as the T-Rex.
You can't be like, eat man or
T-Rex
eat woman.
Man will remember that.
Yeah. Eat man, eat woman.
Eat woman. The woman will remember that.
Yeah.
That you didn't eat her. Stomp on Triceratops. Triceratops' foot will remember that.
Yeah.
Oh no. Velociraptor did not like that.
Yeah.
I looked at that. Everyone liked that. I love those, man. Those memes are hilarious. But the Guardians one, I think it's really fun. The opening action scene you get with Thanos, it's kind of like a flash forward, I guess.
Okay.
The opening action scene with Thanos is really cool.
Yeah.
As much as I don't really enjoy a point and click kind of, I like the what do you call it? Where you talk to people game. The game where you're like.
Where you talk to people.
The talk to people game. Yeah, where you're like. You have to choose your dialogue options. You know, like one of them could be like, "Oh, I hate books."
Oh,
the other
okay.
one's like, "Oh, I love books."
So you're on about like your Mass Effects.
Yeah, Mass Effect, like dialogue trees, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Building relations to people. I like that.
Bit
As
of
much as I
Dragon
don't like
Age.
a point and click kind of thing.
Yes.
The whole dialogue options really looks like I really love Mass Effect.
I love Mass Effect.
I'm going to give it a. I'll give it the same. I'll give it a 7.
Nice.
That is for the Telltale Guardians of the Galaxy series. I think they only did like 2. I didn't think it lasted long. I think they did like 2 seasons of it. So
I think at that point, that's kind of when Telltale dipped in like
dipped the toes into, like,
viewership and kind of fell off a little bit, but
a bit, and they just started to like rope in more franchises, I guess. The way that Telltale Star Wars game, maybe they did. I think they did an Old Republic one, though I can't remember.
Yeah, because again, like Walking Dead was a long one. I think Wolf Among Us was like
that went for
4
a
or
while.
5.
That was like one of their flagship series
It was.
well for Telltale.
And then then they brought in Batman. And
I always confuse Telltale with Traveller's Tales.
Yeah, so do I.
Traveller's Tales make the Lego games.
See, when you said that, I thought, oh, but no, it's not the Lego people.
Yeah, exactly. Well, there is a Lego Guardians there. They're in the Marvel. They're in the Marvel games. They're in Lego Marvel Avengers, and I think they've just done like a Lego Marvel superheroes one as well.
Yeah.
I think there's like 3 Lego games.
I have the first one.
Yeah, I have the first one as well. There's like a Lego Avengers Age of Ultron. There's like another Lego Avengers which has more in it.
Yeah.
And then the first one was just called Lego Marvel Superheroes, which was an original story.
Yes.
I have the Skywalker Saga. Do you have the Skywalker Saga?
I don't. The only Lego games that I own is the first Lego Marvel game.
Yep.
Lego Batman 1 for the Nintendo Wii.
Nice.
Indiana Jones for Nintendo Wii.
Nice.
A classic.
Do you have Complete Saga?
Technically.
How so? How technical?
So I've talked about this before. I have PlayStation Plus, which gives you access to games. You don't own them. You pay like a monthly subscription for PlayStation Plus, and you get games on that. Complete Saga is on there, so I can play it, but I don't own it physically. Okay. I pay a subscription to get access to it and other stuff. Because also when there's like Pirates of the Caribbean and Harry Potter, all the Harry Potter Lego games are on there as well and stuff. I don't mind me a bit of Lego games. It depends on what it is. So yeah.
So we hope you enjoyed.
Yes.
Our Christmas episode.
Yes.
We had a nice fun discussion. This was a good app.
Yeah.
We managed to turn it around.
Yeah, we did, yeah. Some snacks. That's all you need.
Snacks, yeah. Some sweets, some drinks. We had a fun time.
We did.
And we hope you did as well.
Yes.
We'll see you very soon.
Yes.
If we don't see you, have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from both me and Corey. It's goodbye from me, goodbye, and a goodbye from Corey.
Goodbye.